In 2001, I was diagnosed with stage 2 prostate cancer. As with anything, it was a devastating blow, and it came at what seemed to be the most inopportune time. I had just retired from the military after 28 years of service. I had just started a brand new job. I was working in our church as we just started a new church. And there were no signs, no warning signs. There were no medical conditions prior to that. There was no family history of cancer that I knew of. But I found that the cause came from my tour in Vietnam as a result of being exposed to Agent Orange. As with everyone, that diagnosis really threw me for a loop. Not so much that I was fearing death, because I know that prostate cancer, if caught in the early stages, is curable. But what really caught me is that I was having mixed feelings about how it would affect me personally, as a husband, as a man, and as a father. After all, I have a young wife. But I had to come to the conclusion that there were some things in my life that I could not control, and this was one of them. And I had to learn to put this in the hands of the Lord and ask Him for strength to get me through, regardless of what the outcome may have been. I had to depend on Him and not myself. One of the things that I came to realize is that as we were working with the new people who had just joined the church, we would always talk to them about faith, about trusting God, knowing that God's hand is in every situation. And so this experience gave me an opportunity to not only speak the words, but apply those words to my own situation, having faith in God and trusting that God would bring me through. With a lot of the new believers, we had a motto that we used to say as we first started the church. And it goes that I don't have any problems. All I have are some challenges that God is using to strengthen me, to develop me, to help me, to purify me, to save me, and to give me the victory. If I truly believed in that motto, then I had to learn to trust God in this situation also. I have come to realize that there are some things that are just completely out of my control. In fact, without God, I have no control. Life will not always be rosy, and it will not always be the way that we want it to. But I have come to the conclusion that God has a hand in every aspect of our lives, and He wants that which is always best for us. If I had to give someone some advice that is going through a trying situation, remember the promises of God. He has told us in His Word that He would never leave us nor forsake us. That wherever we find ourselves, whether it's on a high mountain or a low valley, that He will be there for us. We have to come to the conclusion that God's promises are always true, and hold on to those promises regardless of what situation you may find yourself in. My name is Charles Ridley, and I survived prostate cancer.